this is Principal Bob, the Electric Principal. Thanks for joining my channel today. I think you're in for a treat. Brother Pat and I are going to have a charge off between my 21 blue, beautiful blue ID.4 and a brand spanking new, awesome red 23 ID.4. Now the 23 is supposed to charge at 170 kilowatts, and my car charges at maybe 130 kilowatts on a really good day. But today isn't a really good day. It's colder out. You know, it's not in the 70s or 80s where I get high charging speed. So this is how my unscientific study is going to work. We're going to take both these cars. We're going to take them out on I-25. We're going to drive them at 75, 80 miles an hour for about 70 miles. We're going to run the batteries down to a reasonably low level. We're going to pull into Electrify America, and then we're going to charge these cars on two separate chargers. I mean, I know that's not perfectly scientific, but the whole point is, hey, let's see how fast this 23 charges. Let's see how it does at Electrify America. You know, for the most part, we've got beautiful new chargers in Fort Collins area in Loveland, and we're going to just see how this all goes today, so stay tuned. 3 miles per kilowatt, not 2.2. I usually try to average about 3 miles per kilowatt and not 2.2. But the whole purpose here is to get the battery down as much as I can. I'm trying to get Pat's car, which is my original ID.4 2021, down to a similar level, and we're going to try to put them on identical chargers. Okay, so I have arrived at the Loveland charging station here at Electrify America with a 15% charge, so the battery should be down enough. We should get an idea of what speeds this can generate after about a 75-mile ride. So we're going to step out right now and plug it in and see what happens. Okay, so we've started the charge at 15%. It's cool out today. It's in the 40s, so we started out at only about 74 kilowatt peer right now. So we've got it started, and we're just going to keep track on how long it takes us to get to that 80% mark. So here we go. All right, we switched over to a 150 kilowatt charger. I wasn't getting really good results with the 350, so I went to the 150. The charging on the ID.4 is already maxed out, at least the 2021, at 125 kilowatts. But now that the battery's warmed up a little bit, we started at 16% and we're 32, and we're already now at 90 kilowatts. So it's actually increasing as the pack warms up in the charge process. So we'll get an update and see where we're at 50%. Okay, we are now at 58% of charge, and we're delivering 74 kilowatts. And we have a little over 31 kilowatt hours added to the battery pack. So on a cold day, not bad. Folks, just a little break from the video. I wanted you to know that at this particular point, we didn't do much more filming regarding the 21 because we got so darn excited about what was going on with the 23, and in a few seconds, you're going to see why we got so excited. So Pat's 7 minutes into his, or he's got 7 minutes left in his idle fee, but basically we're looking at, we got to 80% in 37 minutes of charging time. Hey, so right now we are headed back towards Loveland, and I've got 67 miles left, 40% range, because I got the heat blowing like crazy. We were about 30 miles away, so technically I should have 36 miles when I pull in. We'll just keep heading south if I need to add some more distance in order to get that electricity level in the car down to a level where fast charging will really kick in and get us to 170. This is Principal Bob. I just pulled into a very crowded Electrify America station, and we're going to check where our stats are before we start charging. I'm just going to flip this around in a second. Right now we are down to 10%, 21 miles. We've been running this thing for a while. Hopefully the battery's good and hot. It's about 42 degrees out, so it's cool. Let's just see how fast this thing works. Principal Bob, the Electric Principal, here at Electrify America. I have got a brand new 2023 ID.4 with the faster 170 kilowatt charging system. And so today we put some miles on it, we heated up the battery pack, we dropped her down to 10%, and we're trying to see right now what kind of charging speed we're really going to get on this somewhat cold day here in Colorado. It's around 42 degrees, but let's see what we're doing here. We are doing 190 kilowatts on this vehicle, which is only supposed to have a charging rate of 170 at a 12% state of charge. And so, we kind of knew that with the Buzz. The Buzz, all the reports are that it charges at a much quicker rate than 170. And here we are 1 minute in, we've already poured 2.8 kilowatts into this car. And for Volkswagen, that's revolutionary. So at this point, I'm going to hop in the car. We're going to take a look at what the system says, but I am very impressed. I mean, it's 42 degrees. This isn't an 80-degree day. It's cold out here, and this thing is putting in electricity at a really good clip. And I know Brother Pat took my old, I'm going to start calling it old, ID.4, German-made, and there's no way that he achieved these kind of numbers when he plugged it in. He is on pretty much the same conditions, was 90 kilowatts. We are smoking past that by 80 kilowatts. Pretty impressive. No. At 18% now, we are at 194 kilowatts. That is incredible. We've dropped 7.6 kilowatts. I'm telling you, VW and the Chattanooga folks have hit a home run. Pardon the fingerprints, but we just stepped inside the car. We're doing 8 miles a minute. We're at 183 kilowatts. We are just moving right along here on the scale in terms of getting this car charged in a hurry. And so right now we are back up to 50 miles in no time, and we're still coming in at a whopping 181 kilowatts. Folks, this is Audi S. This is better than my Audi e-tron. My Audi e-tron would start at 150 and really ups the game in terms of ID.4s. 51 kilowatts at 31%. So the charge curve is going down. But folks, this is an improvement. We're going to just see how long it's going to take us to charge. So 6 minutes to 32%. We'll keep giving updates here as we go along. And so right now we are 48% of the way in. We are now at 106 kilowatts. And once again, I really love the new 3.1 software because it gives you both the kilowatt and the minutes, which I don't have on my 21. So right now we've reached the 50% mark. We've got 138 miles on the car, and we are right now at 102 kilowatts. So we just hit 60% and we're still at 93 kilowatts of charging speed, which is really good. 6 miles per minute.
Okay, we just hit the 70% mark, and we are now at 87 kilowatts per hour. Don't know how many kilowatt hours we put in there yet, but we're at 87 kilowatts. Very good.
I'm just closing in at 80%. It's 28 minutes. As soon as we hit that mark, we'll record that time. But we've got 56 kilowatts of power that we put into this so far in 28 minutes time. So it's pretty impressive. I'm very pleased with this. We've got about a minute left here in terms of getting this done. But so far so good. I mean, I did not have expectations that this charge, I knew it would be faster. I knew that the start would be quicker, but I never anticipated that we would get here the way we did. Right now, we've just completed this thing. We did 29 minutes to 80%. So there's our final 29 minutes, 57 kilowatts. I tell you what, that is an improvement that's worth investing in. Thank you to the folks at Chattanooga and the VW engineers for getting this going. If you enjoyed this little test we did between the 21 and 23, this was all about charging. How much improvement is there between the 21 and 23? And I've got to say, it's significant. It's significant enough that that buying a 23 is a really good idea, especially if you're going to do long road trips, and especially if you have access to Electrify America or other charging networks that are going to charge above 150. You know, this thing is going to get up to 200, so it's important that you use those faster chargers to take advantage of this. And if you're road tripping, this is a car you should strongly consider.